Hey everyone, I hope you've been having a wonderful week. Another week in the books. Been sticking with my plans, been drinking my juice and doing my smoothies, although not 100% perfect on the smoothies. I had some kind of crazy middle of the day stuff. But overall doing well, getting my steps in, doing all the things I want. Today marks 135 days cancer-free. Which is something I'm very grateful for, and looking forward to a lot more times I can say something like that. For this week, what I'm grateful for a lot, but what I want to highlight is my wife. We've been married for a little over 13 years now, and been through a lot. Last year was really rough, and she stuck with me, and we leaned on each other a lot. And then obviously with all my crazy stuff going on now with my diet and all my kind of difficultness, she's been putting up with me, and I couldn't do without her. And then in addition to that, we have 2 toddlers, and she takes the brunt of taking care of them, which is amazing and a huge benefit to me. So I just want to say I appreciate her, I'm grateful for her, and thank you so much. For this week's topic, I want to talk a little bit about juicing. I mentioned it last time, and I've mentioned it in the past if you've seen all my videos, but if you haven't, one of the things I do is I drink 32 ounces of vegetable/fruit juice every day, and there's a couple reasons for that. So I'm going to get into that a little bit, and then I have a review of my new juicer, and going over my juice recipe. So I think we all know that eating fruits and vegetables is good. Specifically in the realm of cancer prevention, it's widely recommended that 5 servings of fruits and vegetables can lower your risk of cancer. And then, debatable, 7 to 10 servings is kind of an ideal target. I linked a couple studies in the description if you want to research that yourself. I think most people know fruits and veggies are good for you, but I'm going to add some sources every now and then. Ultimately, never take my word for anything. Do your own research, but if it makes sense, it probably is true. Anyway, with that in mind, my goal is to get a lot of fruits and veggies. There's even a doctor who has a protocol where you drink 13 glasses of juice, fresh juice, every day, and has used that as a way to heal cancer. I'm not doing that. I don't actually even have cancer, but as a way to make my body a place where cancer can't grow, I'm tackling it from that angle as well. So the goal is to make sure I'm getting at least 5 servings of fruits and vegetables a day, but ideally a lot more than that. So it is hard to get that many servings of fruits and vegetables because a serving is around a half a cup, depending on what your measurement is. It's a little bit varies there, but it's hard to get that many veggies in because it's just a lot to eat. So that's why I juice. So juicing allows me to juice roughly 8 to 9 servings of fruits and vegetables every day. And if I drink that every day, I basically hit my target. And then I also do my smoothie, which is three cups plus some other stuff. So probably more like 4 cups of 4 servings. Well, actually, that might even be more than that because I think half a cup it might be considered a serving, depending on the serving size. And then I also have vegetables in the evening. So somewhere in the target of 12 to 15 servings of fruits and vegetables every day is kind of my target, and that hopefully will have a significant impact on reducing my risk of ever having cancer come back. So what that leads to is me needing to juice a lot of fruits and vegetables, and basically I just recently got a new juicer to make that easier because the juicer I was having just couldn't quite hold up to it. So I got the Nama J2 juicer, and I did a little review, a little speed through of what a juicing routine looks like. So for your viewing pleasure, or not pleasure, here we go. All right, everyone. So today I'm going to show you my juicing recipe that I do, as well as do a review of my new juicer, the Nama J2 juicer. I had an Omega juicer before. I'll show you a quick clip of what that looked like here. All right, so here's the juicer that I used to use. It's the Omega juicer, and I don't know the exact model number. It was highly rated on Amazon, and ultimately if you're juicing juicy vegetables or juicy fruits, it works great. But the load I was trying to put it through, it kept locking up, and it drove me crazy too many times. But that juicer just couldn't hold up to the amount of juicing I do. So right now I juice this much juices. I don't know if I have them all in the shot, but it's 224 ounces of fresh juice a week. I'll show you kind of what that entails, and then we'll get into it. This juicer is new. I've used it once before, so it's not the very first time I've used it, but we'll do a review of it. We'll talk about what it does at the end and how it handles it. Once I start juicing, I'll time it. In the past, doing this much juice would take me probably an hour to hour and a half to get done. So, sorry, Copper's in here acting like a crazy dog. You hear all the sniffing. Copper, calm down. That's enough. I'm doing a video here. All right, so here is what I juiced. This isn't a perfect representation. I probably won't use all those carrots. I'll probably use 3.5-ish bags. We do celery, lemons, apples, turmeric, and ginger, and then aloe vera gel as well. So that's the whole amount. This is about what I'll do for the whole week. So let us get to it. All right. So this right here does about 64 ounces, a little bit less than that. And I have found that depending on what I do, it tends to be a little bit pulpy. So I'm going to double strain it on the way out. Before I do that though, I'm going to put in my aloe vera gel, which I do about 1/3 cup per 32 ounces. And this is going to do 2/3 cup because it's going to be basically enough for 2 sets. All right, let's get it going. So I'll start with celery. Do an apple. Do a little turmeric. And then some ginger. I don't go too crazy on the ginger. So, probably about this much for this first batch. Do a whole lemon, a whole large lemon. I peel it because the peel is just, the peel makes it kind of, what's the word I want to use? It has a little too much lemon zest in it. And then I finish it off with carrots. Big carrot. Carrot is the primary base, but obviously there's a variety of other things in there as well. And that's the juicing recipe. Now, we've started, it's 9:04, so we'll say started probably 9:02, and we'll see how long this takes for me to do a whole batch. So, we should get us close to 4 of these. Let's see how we do. Gorgeous. Just a little shy. This might push us over the edge. Yes. I like to take it all the way up to the top. That prevents oxidation, which is good for the juice since I'm keeping it for 7 days, which is kind of long. Alright, our first 64 ounces. All right, let's pour our next batch. I'm just double straining because I like that juice really smooth. Alright. Here we go. Oh, it's just not quite enough. Luckily I have some backup. Ooh, too much. filled. All right. All right, almost done. So I triple strain, triple strain, which works out really good. When you're doing celery in particular, it makes it really hard on the juicer to not be kind of pulpy. But there's an easy fix, just strain it again. Don't get too fine of a strainer. I did a really fine strainer and it's not really needed. All right. And this last one, I don't think it'll quite hit it, but it's close. We'll call that good for now. We'll start this back up. We'll finish it off in the last two, and then we'll be done. All right, that should finish us off. We'll get the last two. We'll do the cleanup. Little extra. It's always hard to get it exact. Not bad. All right. That might have been a lot extra. All right. Good stuff, though. All right, let's do the cleanup real quick. And then we'll give our review, but you can see all the juice. 224 ounces if I do my math right. You remember how many veggies we had and fruits? Is what we're left with. A lemon and half a bag of carrots. Let's clean it up. So right now it is 9:45, so that puts us at somewhere around 42 minutes of actual juicing. We'll see where we are with the cleanup added in there. So you can take it off, one piece. All right. And just like that, we are all clean. Everything's working again. And it's 9:51. All right, so total juicing time for 224 ounces was roughly 43 minutes. Cleanup, maybe 5, give or take. Total time, under 50 minutes total. So I'm gonna go 9 out of 10, 9.1 out of 10. If you're not juicing celery or something like that, it actually does a pretty good job of keeping things, keeping the pulp out, but celery in particular seems that it just like kind of gets in there. So you got to double or triple strain like I do, but it turns out really good and it works super, super well. So if you need large batches of juices, Nama J2 is for you. And if you need a recipe, well, you just saw it. Anyway, have a wonderful one. All right. Thanks for watching that. I know it took a little bit, but it's a lot of juice, and the Nama J2 juicer makes it a lot easier. I do not regret the purchase at all. And I think I read somewhere it has a 15-year warranty too, which is pretty awesome. So they stand behind their product. Something worth remembering this week. 2 things. One was just kind of a funny moment with Lexi earlier this week. After bath, they have these little bath toys that have little sticky suction cups on the end, and she was having me throw the bath toys at the wall and having them stick, and I was doing it and it was working great. But there's this one bath toy that has like 2 right angles with like 2 little sticky things on the end, and I kept throwing it, just bounced off the wall and it wouldn't work. She's like, no, I need you to do it. And I'm like, it doesn't work. I can do the other ones, not that one. And she's like, Dad, give it here. Let me show you. And so she gets it and she throws it and it bounced off. And I'm like, see, it doesn't work. They're really hard to do. And she's like, let me try again. And she tries again and she throws it and it sticks. And I'm like, are you freaking serious? Like, how did you do this? And she's like, okay, let me show you. You do it this way. And she picks it up and she proceeds to mansplain to me how to do it. And then she got it and it stuck again. And it was very impressive because I couldn't do it. And she totally nailed it. And was then mansplaining at how the proper technique to throw it. And she's 5. So anyway, it was just a cute moment and it was something worth remembering for me. The other thing was once a year, my church, they do a daddy-daughter dance. It's like a little date night. And I took Lexi last time, and she brings it up periodically throughout the year. And this week, we had it again. So I took her, and she wanted a complete repeat of what we did the time before, which I ended up taking her to Cane's and then to the park. And then we ended up doing the dance and the whole event, which was a lot of fun. And if you happen to have a daughter or a son for that matter, I think that quality one-on-one time is worth the time to actually go do. They will probably remember it for their whole lives, and you might too. It's worth it. Go do it. Yeah. And then our hot take for the week, I promise they won't all be political, but it has been kind of a crazy week in the political sphere, honestly, ever since the election. And it's just interesting how the Doge thing is going in and finding all this just crazy spending in the government. And the fact that there's some people that are opposed to it is kind of weird because I think we all know that the government has been wasteful for forever, and it's on both sides. Everyone's doing it, and it's just like a free flow of money, and it ultimately hurts all of us. But the fact that people are unhappy about cleaning it up kind of blows my mind. It gives me some hope that the government might right itself, and we might end up in a world where we don't end up with hyperinflation and the government effectively collapsing, which is like, that's the direction it's headed right now. No matter who's in office, that's the direction it's been heading for the past 20 years. And it feels like there's a chance, maybe, that we'll start thinking about fixing it. So hopefully it works out for the best for everyone. And yeah, so that's the hot take. So that's it for today. Super Bowl picks coming in this time. I've wanted the Chiefs to lose basically every time they've been in the Super Bowl, and I've been sad the entire time. I think I want the Chiefs to win this time because I just don't like the Eagles. I'm going to say they're going to win by a field goal, and then they're also going to show Taylor Swift at least 5 times. We'll see if the refs help them or not. Anyway, also, thanks to all of you who have subscribed to my channel and who are listening this far into this video. I know this one's kind of long. I got to 200 subscribers this week, I think, which was really cool. So, God bless everyone. Have a wonderful week. See you later.